Hi, it's Jeff from Railway City Hobbies. What we have in the store today is the brand new release of the Rapido RDC 1. This one specifically is a Central New Jersey number 551. We're going to take it out of the package, go through the whole unpacking. I'm going to put it on the test track back here, and we're going to listen to the startup sequence, listen to the bell horn and the other features, and then we're going to do a couple run-bys and take it out on the track and show off some of its features. So let's get started. Plastic can be sometimes hard to get off these things. Enough freaking tape on this. It's like opening a present at Christmas time. Well wrapped. There we go. Duly noted about this is this packing is huge. I actually have to order special boxes just to ship these. Come on. Okay. The Rapido handbook. 20 pages of English. Information about the 6133, the RDC that Jason has bought and restoring. Some other information for magazines. A detailed part sheet. A decal sheet for pretty much, whoops, that's upside down. Sorry. Decal sheet for pretty much every road name. We got B&M up here, New Haven, Reading, that would be Pennsylvania, sorry, that's New York Central, C&J, Southern Pacific. So if you ever decide to renumber, plus you got the MBTA logos. Now to what everyone wants to see. And here she is. This is Central New Jersey, or in this case Jersey Central Lines, RDC 1, number 551. Now, if you want to see here, these are in here and here is where the motors are encapsulated. There are two separate motors driving each end of the, which I don't know if you call this a locomotive. Essentially because yes, it's a passenger car, it's independently powered. I'm just going to refer to it as a locomotive. Some people may criticize me for calling that, but it's a self-propelled passenger car. Anyway, so it's motors in here and here to drive the wheels. As you can see, this is typical for Rapido, all the underbody detail, the prototypical underbody detail. Unlike other past Rapido releases, I've actually tested one of these on my store layout and didn't catch on anything. Some of the earlier RDCs and the Canadian passenger set sometimes had an issue of catching on track or on switches. We'll keep going around here. So we got the crisp clear New Jersey Central logo. You got your end change here, grab iron here and here, windshield wiper on this side here, and your marker lights are up in here and in here. Very, very detailed interior on these. As you can see, some of the actual blinds are down, just to give it some realism. The exhaust blister on top. Lots of grab irons going up to the roof of the RDC. Again, more grab irons here. Oops, sorry, too close. Grab irons here, here, in here and here. Windshield wiper, 2 end markers. Very, very, very nice. Very, very nice. Crisp and clear number boards. So we're going to put this on the track. So let me just zoom in here for a second. Alright, we're back. We got the camera in focus here. So in the actual booklet, and I'm actually just opening the front side, sorry. My apologies. We have a list of features here. So you got your headlight, your bell, your horn. Straight to 4 would be notch. It will automatically notch to notch 4. Brakes I haven't actually used. We'll actually demonstrate that later. In this part we won't demonstrate the brakes. We'll demonstrate the horn, the slow Doppler horn. Ditch lights it doesn't have. Headlight dimmer will display later. The red classification lights, which I had showed earlier on the ends of the RDC, light up in the opposite direction, signaling the end of the train. The door gyro light, I'll have to check if this one has it. We'll see that later on. And the Doppler horn, the fast Doppler horn. So as soon as you apply track power to it, automatically the interior lights up, the number boards light up. So we're going to do the startup sequence. Alright, so this sound is the sound of General Motors 110 dual prime movers. So here's the bell for this, F1. The horn. Now, first thing I did out of the package when I'm testing is turn down the volume. The volume is cranked from the factory. It's a tad too loud and can cause some distortion when the horn is sounded. Personally, it has a better sound quality when it's turned down. So that was the horn. Now we're gonna go and we'll go straight to 8, straight to 4. So it automatically puts it to notch 4. We'll turn that off. So she goes back to idle. Okay, now she's back in idle. We'll sound the Doppler horn. This is the slow Doppler horn. Just wait for this pump to stop. Now sound the fast Doppler horn. Fast Doppler horn sounds with F11. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reposition the camera and so we can get a closer look at the actual RDC, and I'm going to put it up on the saddle so we can hear the actual prime mover while it's stationary. So be right back. Alright, so now we have it up on the saddle. So we're going to listen to the actual prime mover. Remember, slow her down. So there is only 4 notches in this. Just keep that in mind. Alright, we're going to take it out to the layout, and we're going to go over some of the other features. Alright, so we're back on with the RDC, and now we have it on the layout. So I'm going to turn it back on again. Now we're going to do this just some of the features without sound. So the headlight, nice and bright. The dimmer, you can dim it if you want with F7. Not exceptionally noticeable. Now I'll change the direction, and I'll turn on the red marker lights. So I'm going to turn the sound back on. We'll do a startup sequence, and then we'll have it creep along. Alright. Speed step 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll hit the actual brake and stop it. F4 is a functioning brake. So now we're going to change directions. We're going to release the brake at speed step 10. And go up to 11. This is speed step 15. And we're going to apply the brake again. It's going a little too fast for me to keep up with. So it doesn't notch up until around 13, 14. And now we're going to do the shutdown sequence. Once the pump stops. Thank you. Unfortunately, I let the brake go, so we'll just go back and retrieve this. Get back here. This is a very, very nice locomotive. Why do I call it a locomotive? RDC. This is debatable. I'm probably gonna get flack for calling it a locomotive, but essentially it is. It's a self-propelled passenger car. I didn't do a drawbar test. I didn't do a weight test because realistically and prototypically it never pulled freight. It never pulled extra passenger cars. It was just enough to power itself, and that was about it. The drives are nice and quiet on this. I was actually skeptical for it being two specific motors on one piece of one locomotive. How well they would mesh, because like any other, essentially if you think about it like a consist, you're essentially consisting two motors to one decoder. So you have to hope that they are running good synchronicity, so that one motor isn't dragging the other along. I didn't see any issues with that. They're actually, these two motors on here run very quiet. They're very well concealed. I think Rapido's outdone themselves on these, and how crisp and clean everything looks like in the inside. Once you actually, if you get one for yourself, you can look and see how detailed the interior is, and how there's no flash, there's no extra material. It is very nice. So if you're a fan of the RDCs, if you see one in your local region, or if you just like the look, like the individuality of having these, the railroads that have been released in the shipment are both New Haven, the Boston and Maine Minuteman paint scheme, this Central New Jersey, the CN Wet Noodle, Long Island Railroad, Chicago and Eastern Illinois, to name a few. The next shipment will be coming in the beginning of January, followed by the phase 2s in the beginning of February. Me as a Canadian, there wasn't much for us on this shipment, but I'm pleased to see what this shipment looks like and how nice these look, and everyone's going to be pleased to own one of these. These are flying off the shelf. I'm pretty well sold out myself. Getting very close to that, and Rapido's sold out there. If you can find them at your local dealer, you may want to snap them up, because they're not going to be around long. And this is it for my review. I hope you guys like the review. I'm not a big passenger fan, so there's certain things about the RDC that I don't know about, like a lot of the underbody detail. Not really familiar with them, but as a model, how smooth it runs, how it sounds, there's nothing been like it. And I hope you enjoyed the review. Sorry. Thank you for watching. Happy modeling.